Welcome to our top 10 athletes of all time. We've gone through hundreds of athletes from different periods in time to bring you this Hall of Fame list. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting out our top 10 list is Jim Brown. James Nathaniel Brown is an American former professional football player, sports analyst, and actor. He was a fullback for the Cleveland Browns of the National Football League from 1957 through 1965. Considered to be one of the greatest football players of all time, Brown was a Pro Bowl invitee every season he was in the league, was recognized as the AP NFL Most Valuable Player 3 times, and won an NFL championship with the Browns in 1964. He led the league in rushing yards in 8 out of his 9 seasons, and by the time he retired, he had shattered most major rushing records. In 2002, he was named by the Sporting News as the greatest professional football player ever. In his professional career, Brown carried the ball 2,359 times for 12,312 rushing yards and 106 touchdowns, which were all records when he retired. He averaged 104.3 rushing yards per game and is the only player in NFL history to average over 100 rushing yards per game for his career. And his 5.2 yards per rush is second best among running backs all time. Brown was enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1971. He was named to the NFL 50th Anniversary All-Time Team, the NFL 75th Anniversary All-Time Team, and the NFL 100th Anniversary All-Time Team, comprising the best players in NFL history. Brown was also honored at the 2020 College Football Playoff National Championship as the greatest college football player of all time. His number 32 jersey is retired by the Browns. Shortly before the end of his football career, Brown became an actor and had several leading roles throughout the 1970s. At number 9, we have Michael Phelps. Michael Fred Phelps is an American former competitive swimmer and the most successful and most decorated Olympian of all time, with a total of 28 medals. Phelps also holds the all-time records for Olympic gold medals, 23, Olympic gold medals in individual events, 13, and Olympic medals in individual events, 16. When he won 8 gold medals at the 2008 Beijing Games, Phelps broke fellow American swimmer Mark Spitz's 1972 record of 7 first-place finishes at any single Olympic Games. At the 2004 Summer Olympics in Athens, Phelps had already tied the record of 8 medals of any color at a single Games by winning 6 gold and 2 bronze medals. At the 2012 Summer Olympics in London, Phelps won 4 gold and 2 silver medals. And at the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, he won 5 gold medals and 1 silver. This made him the most successful athlete of the Games for the 4th Olympics in a row. Phelps is the long course world record holder in the men's 400-meter individual medley, as well as the former long course world record holder in the 200-meter freestyle, 100-meter butterfly, 200-meter butterfly, and 200-meter individual medley. He has won 82 medals in major international long course competitions, of which 65 were gold, 14 silver, and 3 bronze, spanning the Olympics, the World Championships, and the Pan-Pacific Championships. Phelps's international titles and record-breaking performances have earned him the World Swimmer of the Year award 8 times and American Swimmer of the Year award 11 times, as well as the FINA Swimmer of the Year award in 2012 and 2016. Phelps also earned Sports Illustrated Magazine's Sportsman of the Year award due to his unprecedented Olympic success in the 2008 Games. He announced his second retirement on August 12, 2016, having won more medals than 161 countries. He is widely regarded as the greatest swimmer of all time and is often considered to be one of the greatest athletes of all time. Our number 8 all-time athlete belongs to Roger Federer. Roger Federer is a Swiss professional tennis player and has currently won 20 Grand Slam singles titles, the most in history for a male player, and has held the world #1 spot in the ATP rankings for a record total of 310 weeks, including a record 237 consecutive weeks, and was the year-end #1 5 times, including 4 consecutive. Federer, who turned professional in 1998, was continuously ranked in the top 10 from October 2002 to November 2016. Federer's all-court game and versatile style of play involve exceptional footwork and shot-making. Effective both as a baseliner and a volleyer, his apparent effortlessness and efficient movement on the court have made Federer highly popular among tennis fans. He has received the Tour Sportsmanship Award 13 times and been named the ATP Player of the Year and ITF World Champion. At number 7, we have Bo Jackson. Vincent Edward Bo Jackson is an American former professional baseball and football player. He's the only professional athlete in history to be named an All-Star in both baseball and football. Jackson's elite talent in multiple sports has given him the reputation as one of the greatest athletes of all time. Jackson played college football for the Auburn Tigers and won the Heisman Trophy in 1985. He played in the NFL for the Los Angeles Raiders and in the MLB for the Kansas City Royals, Chicago White Sox, and California Angels. He was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1996. In 1989 and 1990, Jackson's name became known beyond just sports through the Bo Knows advertising campaign, a series of advertisements by Nike starring Jackson alongside musician Bo Diddley, promoting a cross-training athletic shoe named for Jackson. Jim Thorpe claims our 6th athlete spot. James Franciscus Thorpe was an American athlete and Olympic gold medalist. A member of the Sac and Fox Nation, Thorpe became the first Native American to win a gold medal for the United States. Considered one of the most versatile athletes of modern sports, he won Olympic gold medals in the 1912 pentathlon and decathlon, and played American football, collegiate and professional baseball, and basketball. He initially lost his Olympic titles after it was found that he had been paid for playing 2 seasons of semi-professional baseball before competing in the Olympics, thus violating the amateurism rules that were then in place. But in 1983, 30 years after his death, the International Olympic Committee restored his Olympic medals. Thorpe has received various accolades for his athletic accomplishments. The Associated Press named him the greatest athlete from the first 50 years of the 20th century, and the Pro Football Hall of Fame inducted him as part of its inaugural class in 1963. Even more impressive is that a Pennsylvania town was named in his honor and has a monument site that contains his remains, a subject of controversy. Thorpe also appeared in several films and was portrayed by Burt Lancaster in the 1951 film Jim Thorpe, All-American. Now, if you planned on seeing Babe Ruth somewhere on this list, you're in luck. He takes our 5th spot. George Herman Babe Ruth Jr. was an American professional baseball player whose career in Major League Baseball spanned 22 seasons, from 1914 through 1935. Nicknamed the Bambino and the Sultan of SWAT, he began his MLB career as a star left-handed pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, but achieved his greatest fame as a slugging outfielder for the New York Yankees. Ruth established many MLB batting, along with some pitching, records, including career home runs, 714, runs batted in, 2,213, walks, 2,062, slugging percentage of .690, and on-base plus slugging of 1.164. The last 2 still stand as of 2019. Ruth is regarded as one of the greatest sports heroes in American culture, and is considered by many to be the greatest baseball player of all time. In 1936, Ruth was elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame as one of its first 5 inaugural members. In his final years, Ruth made many public appearances, especially in support of American efforts in World War II. In 1946, though, he became ill with nasopharyngeal cancer and died from the disease 2 years later. Ruth remains a part of American culture, and in 2018, President Donald Trump posthumously awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Number 4, Usain Bolt. Usain St. Leo Bolt is a Jamaican former sprinter widely considered to be the greatest sprinter of all time. He is a world record holder in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100 meters relay. An 8-time Olympic gold medalist, Bolt is the only sprinter to win Olympic 100-meter and 200-meter titles at 3 consecutive Olympics, 2008, 2012, and 2016. He also won 2 4x100 relay gold medals, but he gained worldwide fame for his double sprint victory in world record times at the 2008 Beijing Olympics, which made him the first person to hold both records since fully automatic time became mandatory. An 11-time world champion, he won consecutive world championship 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x100-meter relay gold medals from 2009 to 2015, with the exception of a 100-meter false start in 2011. He's the most successful athlete of the World Championships. And Bolt is the first athlete to win 4 World Championship titles in the 200-meter, and is one of the most successful in the 100-meter with 3 titles. His achievements as a sprinter have earned him the media nickname Lightning Bolt, and his awards include the IAAF World Athlete of the Year, Track and Field Athlete of the Year, BBC Overseas Sports Personality of the Year 3 times, and Glorious World Sportsman of the Year 4 times. Bolt unfortunately retired after the 2017 World Championships when he finished 3rd in his last solo 100-meter race, opted out of the 200-meter, and pulled up in the 4x100-meter relay final. Now, if you're a hockey fan, have no fear, the great one comes in at number 3. Wayne Douglas Gretzky is a Canadian former professional ice hockey player and former head coach. He played 20 seasons in the National Hockey League for 4 teams from 1979 to 1999. Nicknamed the Great One, he has been called the greatest hockey player ever by many sports writers, players, and the NHL itself. Gretzky is the leading scorer in NHL history, with more goals and assists than any other player. He garnered more assists than any other player scored total points, and is the only NHL player to total over 200 points in one season, a feat he accomplished 4 times. In addition, Gretzky tallied over 100 points in 16 professional seasons, 14 of them consecutively. Now, at the time of his retirement in 1999, he held 61 NHL records, 40 regular season records, 15 playoff records, and 6 All-Star records. Born and raised in Brantford, Ontario, Canada, Gretzky honed his skills at a backyard rink and regularly played minor hockey at a level far above his peers. Despite his unimpressive stature, strength, and speed, Gretzky's intelligence and reading of the game were unrivaled. He was adept at dodging checks from opposing players and consistently anticipated where the puck was going to be and executed the right move at the right time. Gretzky became known for setting up behind his opponent's net, an area that was nicknamed Gretzky's office. Coming in at number 2 is Michael Jordan. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, also known by his initials MJ, is an American former professional basketball player who has been the principal owner of the NBA's Charlotte Hornets since 2006. He played 15 seasons in the NBA, winning 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls. Acclaimed as the greatest basketball player of all time, he was integral in helping to popularize the NBA around the world in the 1980s and 1990s, while becoming a global cultural icon himself in the process. One of the most effectively marketed athletes of his generation, Jordan is also known for his product endorsements. He fueled the success of Nike's Air Jordan sneakers, which were introduced in 1984 and remain extremely popular today. In 2014, Jordan became the first billionaire player in NBA history with a net worth of over $2.1 billion. And our number 1 athlete of all time goes to Muhammad Ali. Ali was an American professional boxer, activist, and philanthropist. Nicknamed the Greatest, he is widely regarded as one of the most significant and celebrated figures of the 20th century, and as one of the greatest boxers of all time. Ali holds the record for being the only boxer to be named the Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year 6 times, along with records for beating 21 boxers for the World Heavyweight title and winning 14 unified title bouts that stood for 35 years. He's regarded as one of the fastest boxers ever, and is also known for his ability to absorb punishment and continue fighting. Ali thrived in the spotlight at a time when many fighters let their managers do the talking, and was famous for trash talking, and often freestyled with rhyme schemes and spoken word poetry, anticipating elements of hip-hop. By 1978, Ali's total fight purse earnings were estimated to be nearly $60 million. And by 1980, his total fight purse earnings were estimated to be up to $70 million. So who are your top 10 athletes? Comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to receive all of our new athlete content.